tema temao uliotemwa na watematu wamba uambaje.
Have you ever heard about the only university on the equator?
Maseno University tuko locked ndani.
It is going down.
What's going down?
Oh, haven't you heard of the second edition of the National Economics Debate?
And what about it?
Oh, we are here at Maseno University and we will be discussing ICT and its impact to the economy.
Oh,
yes.
And where is it?
It's here in Maseno University. Ladies and gentlemen, behind me is the venue for tomorrow's event. Hiya, Abby.
You are welcome. Come, resonate with us.
Your interest is not to give the tertiary guy the ball in the hand.
You know that you don't have a job, and they want you to come and make your parents.
May the best winners make the blame over.
Opting now to consult Dr. Google and not consulting the doctors themselves.
Thank you very much. I think they deserve a better clap, Jamani. We've heard from the choir of the only university along the equator, and we're really proud of what you're doing. So, welcome to the second National Students Economics Debate. And at this point, I'd like to just take you through the program briefly. We'll have some opening remarks so that our executives and our hosts and organizers, that is KESA, will give us a brief introduction. Then we'll have some opening remarks, an opening address, a keynote address. Then we're here for a debate. We'll have preliminary breakout rooms so that we have all the 3 sessions, and then we'll have panel discussions later on. We'll have a speech, a little entertainment, another presentation, and our chief guest who's almost here, Office of the PS, will also address us. We'll have another keynote speech, and then we'll have another panel discussion. Najua mnangojea lunch. We'll break for lunch at that point. Then we'll have semi-final sessions, the finals, entertainment, adjudicators' remarks, awards, vote of thanks, a photo session, and we'll call it a day. Are we excited about this? Hey, nimekasirika bado. Even after that entertainment, guys. It must be a very chilly day. Take your right index finger. Kila mtu nionyeshe your right index finger. Put it on your nose. Your right index finger on your nose. Take your left index finger, put it on your right ear. Right index finger on your nose. Left index finger on your right ear. Now switch them. Switch them. Tutarudi hapo baadaye. Are we now ready for the opening remarks? So, at this point, you're going to have KESA introduction presentation that is going to be done by Victor. Yeah, let us clap for him. Amwezi pigia panashia makofi.
All right, good morning. Good morning. If you're excited to be in Maseno, good morning. Are you happy? Happy to learn? Happy to interact? Happy to network? Happy to make future wives and husbands? Are you happy? All right, now, are you happy? I am. I hope you really are. Permit me to invite the KESA executives who are in this room at this moment. I am only the face of the association, being the president. but there is a whole able team of executive that helps execute each and every mandate of the association. And we also have a whole able team of membership from 34 universities, colleges, and technical institutions across the Republic of Kenya. If you can hear me, please give me a thumbs up. Then we send love emojis. Then the lecturers ask, now who can answer the question? Now, Patrick, are you here? And you unmute, then, you just mute to say now there is a network problem. We cannot continue with this anymore. So, Kenya Economics Students Association KESA is 3 years old today. We are founded in 2021. Part of the people standing here before you still forms the foundation of KESA, with myself being part of the founder members and the president, the secretary general here, the marketing director and communication, the vice chair here, the vice president, the chief finance officer, Miss Elizabeth and Marion here. Moses was somewhere there, organizing and legal secretary. All right. So why was KESA formed? There is always a gap between the transition from class to corporate. We all agree? I was having a chit chat with my mentor, Mr. Peter, here in the morning, and we realized that there is always a big discrepancy between classwork and corporate. And so part of the key mandates that KESA is formed and laid upon is to try and bridge the gap between the classwork and the corporate world, impact with skills, soft and hard skills. Because if you only have soft skills, you can relate well with people, then that would mean that we should also impact you with hard skills. Say, whatever you're passionate about in the field of data, the field of finance, for those taking economics and finance, in whatever field you are, we want to bridge that gap with you and by you. And so we try to bridge this by doing very many things, part of which we'll show you here in the presentation. So who are we? Kenya Economics Association is a premier national students economics body that helps brings together interested students, stakeholders from other backgrounds among universities, colleges, and vocational institutions. So you can note that among the universities present here, there are a number which I'll count in just a few, but we are not only limited to universities. Our lecturers, we appreciate the work you do with our students, but we are not only limited to university. We have colleges amongst us here, which I'll mention just when giving the welcoming remarks. We also have technical training institutions, all the way from Nairobi, all the way from Mombasa, and we are still trying to find technical institutions around the Western region. Now, we try to foster academic excellence, professional growth, and impactful contributions to the field of economics and business-related courses. Now, how do we do this? That brings us to our vision, that brings us to our mission, that brings us to the objectives we believe in. And our vision, we have a long-term goal that we are trying to chase. That's our vision. Our vision is to nurture world-class economic leaders who can confront conventional thinking and deliver solutions to the economic challenges of the new millennium. And as we deliver these solutions, we are pioneering education and economic awareness in the Republic of Kenya. So we want to challenge this conventional thinking and deliver solutions. We don't want to be students who just lament. We don't want to be citizens who just lament, but we want to be citizens who challenge this. After challenging this, what do we then do? We deliver solutions, all right? Now, what do we do? Slide number 3, we facilitate mentorship, leadership trainings, we facilitate career talks and professional guidance. We also do organize corporate visits, hard skills, soft skills, and trainings, organizing national debates, entrepreneurship summits, and I think this is the second national debate we are holding. Are we right? So, can we appreciate the second national economics debate? Thank you so much. We do entrepreneurship summits, expositions, symposiums, and I'm happy that I've seen very familiar faces, those who attended the symposiums, the debates, the expositions. We also foster peace campaigns, climate actions. You are all aware that the world is battling climate change, so it's a global thing. And as an association, we are as good as not just speaking about it, but acting about it, all right? That's why we say, part of our slogan, we say, just do it. Huh? You don't speak, but just do it. You don't do it, but do it now. So we also do, CSRs and try to develop the community. Now, in the next consequent slides, we will take you through what we have tried to do so far. That is slide number 4. And so the slide you see, number 4, is the first national symposium at Kenyatta University. This was graced by the Governor, Central Bank of Kenya, the former Governor, Dr. 𝗡𝘁𝗶cie viņš, and the CEO of Safaricom, Mr. Peter Ndegwa. And the pictures you're just seeing are some of the sidelines of the picture. This event was held in KU, and our member association in KU, that is Kenyatta University ECONOMICS Students Association, was the convener of the symposium. So what we do, we convene these symposiums in different universities. Again, if you can read here, our motto is unity of purpose. So as we do the unity of purpose, we try to evolve our events nationally so that we have a national outlook. And I'm happy that Mr. Peter, who is seated here, is going to address us in just a very few, also graced that very occasion. And the CEO of DTE here also graced that very occasion. We appreciate that. The next slide. What you can see there is the second national event we had. This was the first edition of the National Students Economics Debate. Where did it take place? It took place at 𝗏𝐵𝐺 University. The convener was the Economics and Business Association from 𝗏𝐵𝐺. They are on their way here. They will be here anytime. And you guys remember the winners? Who are the winners? Oh, okay. Kenyatta University are also shortly on their way. This was graced by, of course, Dr. 𝗏𝘁𝗶cieህ_𝐶𝐵, the Dean of the school, 𝗏𝐵𝐺 University, School of Business and Economics. The chief guest was Mr. 𝗏𝐬𝐺𝑖𝐻, the CEO of 𝗏𝐻𝐸 Events. 𝗏𝐻𝐸 is technology, innovation and entrepreneurship in full. And of course, I'm happy that our chief guest at that time was also Mr. Peter, so you can see the miles we are walking together. Our plan is sustainability. We are not only talking of one time, that today we call you as a guest, then tomorrow you are distant from us. We want to walk. That is the sustainability question which we also factor in. Mr. Peter was our chief guest, but he could not make it on that very same day because of other senior engagements that he had. Mr. Samuel Ogola was also part of the dignitaries there. And so maybe just a second we could appreciate Mr. Peter and Samuel for continuing with us. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like, the next slide, I would love to invite Moses to take us through what we continue to do, other than just having the in-person interactions. We also have virtual interactions, and this is definitely one of the key things we do. Moses.
Hello everyone, I'm Moses. So I'll take us through the next few slides. I'll be a little bit fast. So we also do webinars to ensure that we can reach as many people as possible wherever they are. So we do power talks. So power talks, we discuss matters economics, leadership, and also we try to help people find purpose because we believe everyone should be a leader. That's why in our mission and vision, it's clearly stated that we are building economic leaders. I'm very sure you've been to offices, you've met people in very senior position, and you're like, I think they need to do much better. So beyond the technical knowledge, we also need to know how to lead. So we have held this, and 𝗏𝐵 is one of the people who supports us so much. So he comes to talk about the dynamics of life. He talked about the dynamic of life, love, and all that. And then again, we had a power talk with Steve Obugo, who is the education relation lead at ACCA in East Africa. So in this, we were trying to nourish our members on how do you approach life in a holistic manner? Like how do you achieve success in your career, success in your relationship, success in everything that entails life. So, another one was on digital space. We all know, and as the theme of today's state, that we are going digital. So we also need to empower ourselves on the same, because as economists, we need to leverage on the ongoings of life. So given that the digital space is the new thing in play, we need also to capture that. So we had 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝐶𝐂𝐴, who is the founder and CEO of DigiPath Africa, so to talk on the same. Allow me to mention, just by passing, we do campus tours, as displayed there. We've been to Maseno, Kisii University, Mount Kenya, Masindi Muliro, and also we do high school visits. So what we do in high school is try to, one aspect of life is when you know what lies ahead, you become motivated. So we also try to let those who are behind us to ride on our shoulders, just the same way we ride on those who are ahead of us. So we do high school mentorship. I'll just mention some of the visits we have done. So we have been to Lenana School. Then this is Bedmugo. Then we had Karate Girls. And then the last one, which was the National Peace Debate that was held in Gatanga. So allow me to invite the Secretary General, who is also the voice of the association, to introduce, to finalize this. Yes.
Thank you, our legal and our organizing and legal secretary, Mr. 𝗏𝗁𝗂𝐵𝐶𝐂𝐴. Greetings to all. My name is 𝗏𝗁𝗂𝐵𝐶𝐂𝐴. I serve as the KESA Secretary General, and of course, I'm here also to welcome you home, because this is my alma mater university. As an alumni of Maseno University, I'm proud to be back, of course, for such an exciting session. So we've been taken through what we do and who we are, and I'm very happy that even as we shall be seeing the activities that are ahead of us, we know who is here and what we do and why we are here. So just that, perhaps I can welcome the Vice President KESA to also say something. Karibu.
Greetings, good morning everyone. Mko salama? You mnakaa mko just smile. Wow, when I'm standing here, honestly speaking, you all look amazing. Well, I'm 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝐶𝐂𝐴, KESA Vice President. It's an honor to host this debate at Maseno University. So I want to take much time. I'll introduce our Chief Financial Officer, 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝐶𝐂𝐴. She was from Maseno University. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Hello. Unaonaka mmechoka na tujaanza. I'm Ms. Elizabeth 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝐶𝐂𝐴, KESA's CFO, Chief Finance Officer. This is my alma mater university. I graduated last year, class of 2021. Corona happened, and yeah. So I'm very happy to have all of you around. It's really an honor to have great people and great minds in our midst, and I hope you'll have a great time and you'll learn one or few things after the event. Thank you.
Utemi tema temao uliotemwa na watemato waambaje, siku ya kufanyani miti yote uteleza. Jamani, naitwa Nyawa John. I'm the KESA Marketing and Communications Director. The guy on back left of chini. So I'll take you through. Oh, well, let me say this. I went to Mount Kenya University. Hata najua, members wako wamekaa hapa mbele, OVAP mmoja. So we are happy. And also to say Moses went to the University of Nairobi. He loves that. So thank you so much, Moses. I'll go through the next slide. That is slide 25. We as KESA, we are in all social media platforms. That is LinkedIn at Kenya Economics Students Association, Facebook, Kenya Economics Students Association, Telegram, Kenya Economics Student Association, TikTok at kesa_Kenya. Hapo kuna videos watu dance kidogo hapa na pale wakijaribu miondoko. And some more of the conversation that we'll be having with the guests, some few reads and snaps. Ziko hapo on Instagram, it's kesa_icon. _icon. Hapo kuna we ensure that all our members have an opportunity to learn from all the social media platforms. We understand not everybody enjoys Facebook, some other wako huko wako LinkedIn, wengine wako IG. So we ensure you get there. We have a PO box. It's there 51087-0100. That is Nairobi. We have a telephone number for the office. That is 0715-752644. And we have an email that is kesa.kenya@gmail.com. Anytime you have anything, you love to reach us, you love to have a conversation with us, you love to support us, you love to walk this journey with us. Ladies and gentlemen, have the pleasure to keep in touch with us. Jamani, nawatakie siku hiyo. 1 2 oh. Jamani. But mimi nasikika, si ndio? Sawa. 1 2 1 jamani, nasema asanteni sana na watakieni nyote mjadala uliojawa baraka, fanaka tele kutoka kwa Maulana. Asanteni sana.
Hiyo ndo makofi executive jamani. That's motivating. That's motivating. Now, we are going to have some of our welcoming remarks. And the first remarks will come from 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝐶𝐂𝐻𝐿, who is the host. 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝐻𝐿.
Protocol observed. Good morning. My name is 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝐻𝐿. I'm the Secretary General of the ECONOMICS Association KESA University, and on behalf of the chairperson, I'm here to make a few remarks and, of course, welcome us all to this big event. Actually, SAMO has seen gradual growth over the years, and this is a very big step ahead for the association as much as the school is concerned and Maseno at large. We are privileged to also tell you that the Economics Association KESA University has been great friends with the Kenya Economics Association, and that's why we saw it important that this time round we should have this big event inside here. And just a minute to welcome all of you here, and if you're happy to be here with us, can you at least clap for us here? Asanteni sana, and you've seen the way the choir is singing here. I'm sure we'll be entertained as time goes by. Asanteni sana, wageni wetu karibu sana. Let us interact, let us network, and all shall be well. Asanteni sana.
Are we ready for the debate? So, want to have a speech from Mr. Peter Biwott. Tumpigie makofi akikuja. Mumekuja uso, hata mtu akifika hapa hizi taka kuongea. Put a smile. Remember to put a smile. Karibu, karibu.
Asante sana MC. I want to really thank the leadership of the Kenya Economics Students Association for always inviting me to the National Students Economic Debate. Maybe I need to introduce myself first before I read a speech, which I prepared all night long because I knew this is a very special occasion as an economist to come and speak to the next generation of economists. Most poor countries complain and refuse the word third world. So if you hear somebody continuing to lecture and talk about third world, you know that one is not updated in economic terms. Anyway, let me continue with it. So the youth are the heartbeat of our nation, and ICT is the part propels us into a promising future. We must recognize the immense power and responsibility we hold in shaping the future of our nations and the entire continent.
A round of applause for him. Thank you. Remember, keep smiling, keep smiling.
This is Kenya Economics Students Association. We want to appreciate that economics is in everything. And I think that will keep repeating itself in most speakers. But for now, because the chief guest is already here from the Ministry of Education, particularly State Department of Higher Education and Research, can we hear from the chairman, KESA, 𝗏𝘁𝗂𝐻𝐿, to greet us all and welcome us here. And then I will call on other speakers. We'll try to project until electricity is back, but we have to continue so that we don't spend too much time and eating with the program proper.
Thank you, Dr. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is 𝗏𝘁𝗂𝐻𝐿. I'm the chairperson of the Economics Student Association Maseno University, which acts as the host of this event. We, Maseno University, would like to welcome you to the university in the equator. Feel at home, socialize, engage, share ideas, network. Let this day not go to a waste. Utilize every time you have, every moment you have, the guests that are in front of us. Thank you, Sana, and feel at home.
Thank you very much. Our chief guest, Dr. 𝗘𝗰𝐶𝐂𝐴, representing from the State Department of Higher Education and Research, representing our PS, Chairman KESA, that's Kenya Economics Students Association, patron, our local chapter here, MD, elders, Dr. 𝗏𝘁𝗂𝐻𝐿, all our partners who have found time to come. We really want to recognize you. Representatives from the various universities, as we were coming here, were told so far, whether online, offline, whatever it is, 18 universities are on record, the others are on the way. Faculty members from the School of Business and Economics, Department of Economics, of course the Dean, the patron, those have been recognized. So on behalf of Vice Chancellor, Professor Julius Nyabundi, who could not be with us because of other urgent duties, and also management, Senate, staff and student fraternity, I take this humble opportunity to welcome all of you to a great university, Maseno University. Whether we say it 100 times, we are not ashamed, we are not shy. I was cracking a joke that those from 𝗏𝘁𝐂𝐴 University, don't say you are on the equator, no. Just say we're near the equator. Or next to the equator. But we at Maseno, we are on what? Or on the equator. Representative of the PS, come, give a speech, and declare this debate officially opened. Madam, very welcome.
Good afternoon. It's good the electricity has come. And it's very good to find many youth together here, gathered today. It's a very good sign that you have taken initiatives in your own hands and you've decided to do something that is going to help the nation as a whole. For me, I'm here to represent the PS. She'd really have liked to come, but she got some urgent issue. And so I was urgently told to come yesterday. So know that she has the youth at heart, and that's why she wanted to really come for this occasion. And I'm going to read her speech, because when you're told to read a speech for the PS, you read the speech. The chairperson, Kenya National Examination Council, Vice Chancellor, Maseno University Professor Julius Omondi Nyabundi, represented by the DVC, the Chief Executive Officers of the various state corporations present, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am pleased to join you today for the second National Students Economic Debate. Firstly, may I thank the organizers of this conference for conceptualizing this noble idea and working round the clock to make this event a reality. I commend the Kenya Economics Students Association, together with its partners and Maseno University, for their efforts to ensure this debate holds. Ladies and gentlemen, today we stand at the cusp of an era defined by unprecedented technological advancements and a youthful workforce ready to take the lead. In an era where the convergence of youth potential and information and communication technology, ICT, has the power to revolutionize socioeconomic development and foster inclusive growth. As we gather here for the second National Student Economics Debate, I now wish to declare the second National Students Economics Debate by the Kenya Economics Students Association KESA officially open, and I wish you fruitful deliberations. Thank you and God bless you all.
So this panel is going to be moderated by Victor. Victor pia tunakasirisha. Mpige tu makofi akikuja hivi.
So my name is Victor. I'm happy to be back here in the afternoon. This is going to be the final panel of the day as we await for the semi-finals of the debate. It's been a good day. It is still a good day, and we hope that we will learn. This is going to be a very extensive panel. When you see SCCA here, know that we are now talking globally. When you see GASNAB here, know that now the certifications are very, very urgent. They say that you must. You see, a while back I interacted with GASNAB, they said, no, you must have this. Huh? So there is no option. When you see Mr. Sam here, then you know that we are the heart and field of data. And when you see Makila there, know that the startup CEOs and all the startup companies are well represented. We'll start with a round of introductions, maybe 30 seconds. Tell us who you are, what you do, and how best you do it.
Thank you so much, Victor. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. May I see by a show of hands, if at all everyone can hear me from behind? Thank you. Then from behind, thank you. I'm Maurice Goy. I work at 𝗏𝗂𝐶𝐶 as a regional officer. I know quite a number of you for people who are and I was looking at the faces for people who are from Nakuru, particularly Kabarak and the other one, the other from Nakuru, which one? I get it right here? Yes. I was there for some time, and I realized the people who are the people who have left at first year had already left, have graduated. So I've been in Kisumu, I think from 2020. 2020, I think most of you are still in high school, isn't it? So obviously none of you could remember me, but the people from most, I know quite a number of you are familiar with me. Just I go there regularly. Maseno is my home. Just last week I was there. I was here through maps. and organized by the Dean. We had a successful career day here. Other universities, because I served all the way from Kibaki in Bungoma, Lupe in Busia, and those other universities, 𝗘𝗰𝐿𝐵𝐵𝐶𝐂𝐻𝐵 in Vihiga, MUST in Kakamega, JUST in Siaya, Tomboya in Homa Bay. So we interact more. So quite a number of you have seen me, and we've interacted more, particularly when we get you on what the best way on how to partner yourselves with the correct courses as you go to the job market. So obviously what we do best is just to ensure that at least we prepare you. You know, some of us when you were doing our undergraduates, we were not informed well enough that when we go out, we also require a professional course. And when we leave now to the job market is when you realize that when you go there, you have the academic course, yes, but now someone wants you to have that professional course. So how you can at least operate and be guided on how to do it best. We will guide you, we will tell you more about what we offer, but thank you so much. Thank you, Kesa, for organizing this. I think I may not get time to appreciate, but it is good that at least we interact with the young people and organizing this thing for a big communities like this. Thank you.
I think by being here, you've already appreciated us. Maybe we can hear from Immaculate. This is an introduction.
Thank you so much, Victor. My name is Immaculate Muthoki. I am the youngest CEO in between the great team. I thank God because of this time. So I run a company called 𝗏𝐺𝑔𝑙𝑜w Digital Solutions. We deal with SMEs, startups, SMEs and startups. You're there, you have an idea. You don't know how to implement that idea. We have digital marketing workshops where you come and get trained or get equipped on how you're going to elevate your business from where it is and start making money. So we believe that that idea that you have, it is valid and you can start doing it and it can start working for you. So you don't have to wait for you getting a lot of money to start. We believe that you getting skills to know how to run your business effectively, you can be able to do so. We also do digital marketing training for someone who has a business. He doesn't have a social media marketing presence and he wants to go into the social media marketing presence. So we come and train you on that. Corporate companies, they have team for digital marketing. They are able to implement, to come up with good social media ways of making money for the company. And we come and train them on how they effectively run their adverts, do their marketing and all that. Yeah, so we go across the market. We also train students, work-at-home moms. You are there, you don't have anything to do. We have a program called Generation of Business Ideas and Implementation. So we work across the students, SMEs, and also the corporate company. Thank you, Mr.
Maybe Immaculate, before you give the mic, I don't know how true this, maybe you can tell these people, but your company was part of the innovative ideas from the Catholic University Entrepreneurship Summit organized by KESA?
Yes, actually, yeah.
Where at Abonga points, kidogo.
Yeah, this year, February, I participated in the 𝗘𝐰𝐴. I was one of the person who was with my partner. We were presenting our idea to KESA, although we did not make it to get the award. But it really trained us to be effective, and that is where we went back, and I sat back with Mr. Alex, it's called Kagonia, and we went and strategized well, and we came up with this idea. So we have a group of companies, we deal with cleaning, we deal with trainings, and also now we have the foundation part. So you come across, we go to churches, schools, that is where the foundation comes. But I can tell you for true that these symposiums that you're coming, these meetings that you're coming, they are not for free. Please make sure that you network, make sure that you put a very important thing on these meetings. The person you're sitting to next might be the next person that you want to be connected with. So much, thank you so much for the opportunity like that.
Thank you. So remember that the person seated next to me is not just a person. If you had Dr. Elisha, he said that your first network is your classmate, all right? But thanks to such innovative national events that we hold, an idea was born, an idea was pursued, and an idea was implemented. Congratulations once again, Immaculate. gentleman in a black suit and a red tie. He seems very serious, but he's very friendly, yeah? Thank you.
Thank you, Victor. Good afternoon. Yeah, as I've been ably introduced, my name is 𝗏𝘁𝐂𝐻𝐿. I work with this organization, ACCA, which stands for the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants. What we do here majorly is going by our slogan here, think ahead. We actually see to it that we are always ahead of the game. What I do for ACCA is I currently work as the relationship manager in East Africa. And in the relationships here, I manage relationships with both educators, and this includes all the universities and any kind of learning institutions. And that also goes by extension to you as individuals, the students. And I virtually handle all the students in the country, except for Maseno that I've not visited for the past 5 years. But I've been at this since 2010. Now, the other bit that I also do for ACCA is I also manage relationships with approved employers. We have a program called Approved Employers because from the time we enroll a student to take the course, we are a professional body. We want to also see the end result. Are there employers who are able to accept you based on your competencies? So I do a lot of sharing of the ACCA curriculum with employers, and what I do fits into the global basket of the currently grown database of over 8,000 employers across the globe, where now our students can readily be accepted based on the fact that these organizations understand the competencies that these students are able to earn by undertaking ACCA. So at ACCA we pride ourselves with working hand in hand with the real players in the industry. Our syllabus is designed and reviewed based on the demands from the various employers around the globe. The most obvious example I would give, maybe that is more akin to most of you here, I don't know if you've ever heard of the graduate trainee programs with some of the organizations, and this is a platform which gives some of the students an opportunity to experience the aptitude test. How many have ever attended any of those? I'll use the most obvious example of PwC right now. Currently we have PwC. Now 2 weeks ago I was at PwC, and I do this on a yearly basis. For those who manage to get there, you'll definitely see me coming to flag off the program. So the current team, we have 100 graduate trainees, and these are students from different backgrounds. At PwC, surprisingly this year round, I realized that we are actually going down on business students. We have greater numbers in people in engineering, people in medicine, people in other walks of careers. And what that tells you is bringing us down to the theme of today, of the day, technology, the impact of technology on our careers. And today you cannot sit in economics and pride yourself that you are home and dry. There's somebody undertaking a different course from economics, but again, the competencies they earn may actually offer much more than you as an economist would actually offer. Yeah? So those are some of the realities that we bring to you as students. It's not all about sitting back in your economics, because today we see doctors running in the streets. This was one of the most, respected career, and nobody would ever imagine that our doctors would be paid meager, salaries. But that is happening today. Today there are many architects who are losing out in business. Why? Because of technology. There's somebody right here who is only looking out on how to, understand the systems and still do the same thing. There are many houses today that are built and the design was never done by, professional architects. Yeah? Doctors are losing out, day in, day out. People are opting now to consult Dr. Google and not consulting the doctors themselves. So they lose out on, the consultation fee. So as a student seated here, you need to begin understanding that things are getting more dynamic. And 2 weeks ago, we were unveiling the current, latest, highest level in any organization. We currently are more akin to CEO's position. Did you know that that is being phased out? We are phasing out the CEO's role. We are now bringing in the CVO's role, which is Chief Value Officer. Why? Because in this exceptional time, every single business is worried about sustainability. And this is purely based on value. And as a student taking economics, how can you tap into the opportunities that are actually availed in this? The only way you can do this is to think outside the box. Think ahead. Come to SCCA, will give you the skill sets that will make you more than relevant in the face of any disruption that technology brings in our careers. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I think that was quite elaborate on about SCCA. I think one of the things you forgot was that other than Uncle Google, there is also Uncle ChatGPT. Or are we any auntie? All right. Thanks. We have the man.
Yes, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, I know I have been interacting with students for now almost 3 years now, so I am a familiar face. So by name, I'm Samuel Ogola. I'm the founder and the CEO of DTE Consultancy. Also, I'm the partner also of Kesa, and we've been working together for quite some time. So as a person, I am a biometrician. I hope you guys know what that is. I'm a biometrician. I hope you know. Okay. Yeah. But also, so it means I studied data. But just one thing, when I founded this company, at first the focus was on corporate, but we saw the need to also venture into the student part. That's why we are also mentoring on students. So we offer various trainings on various packages or software that you can use to analyze your data. Just right from how do you collect data using aspects like the ODK, how do you visualize data using the aspects like the Power BI, the W, and then how do you analyze data using the softwares like, of course, Python, R, SPSS, Stata. So we are doing all those. And also, just to add, also we focusing also on the mentorship. So we've also mentored so many students, and we are hoping to also mentor more and more as we move forward. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And maybe I'll just pick it up from here, and I'll start with, of course, you, Sam. You mentioned you worked with students at least for 3 years, of course. LAMEC is not an exemption. 10 years is a long time. From 2010, it's 13 years plus. It's a long time. In your experience with students, and I assume these majorly are university, college students, do you think we are embracing technology in the right way?
Okay, thank you. So myself, I talk in terms of data. So I know sometimes also I wonder the world is moving so fast that even some of us, we wake up and we're like, what's happening? So data is now going crazy. So I know in terms of data, the students are of course using data technology to solve data problems. But now the problem is that there's still so many things. There's still a gap that is missing. I know also in terms of technology, I know you guys know this thing that we call 𝗏𝘁𝐂𝐻𝐿. You know 𝗏𝘁𝐂𝐻𝐿 is also data. And when you saw 𝗏𝘁𝐂𝐻𝐿, the question will be, do we really know what's happening with the privacy of data? So it means still there's a lot of ignorance in data, and still we need to do more in data. And I know we are really fast on embracing the new tech, but now we need to see how can we use those new techs now to solve the real data problems. Thank you.
Yeah, so basically we have had such amazing sessions.
that were also quite demanding, and at times, I would say it was such great an experience. So basically in the first round, the judge's decision was a 2 versus 1. Then in the second round, it was initially a tie. So we just had to tilt the balance. One of the judges was indifferent. So the balance had to be tilted. So we will just have to bear with each other. So basically, in terms of the justification, Mr. Brian will offer it at the end, once you are done with the finals. So basically, the teams that are proceeding, we have Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology and Multimedia University. So I call upon the 2 teams to take their seats.
One, two. Aya, tukiwa wadogo tulikuwa tunaimba 1, 2. 1, 2. Wani nyinyi mlisoma? Mimi nilisoma shule ya kibanda. Watu wakienda group of schools yenyewe ni maisha ni ngumu hicho. So, team 1, 𝗏𝑄𝑎𝑡 hapa and Multimedia University. Hapa imebakia nini? Tumekuja haraka. Mukae hapa, mukae tu penye mnataka. Let me tell you something about 𝗏𝑄𝑎𝑡. We launched 𝗏𝑘esa 3 weeks ago or 4. About 3 weeks ago. Hawakuwa kabisa, but 3 weeks ago we brought them into KESA. Sasa siku naona mambo ya KESA inafanya. Watu wadogo wanakuja wakiwa na moto. Wazee wanatulizwa. Aya, tukae. One more. Ama mko full team? One more person. Sasa, thank you.
Okay, so thank you. And proposing this particular motion is Multimedia University, while those opposing are Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. And the motion reads, this House believes that soft skills such as critical thinking, creativity, and emotional intelligence are just as crucial as technical skills in driving sustainable economic growth and development. May the debate begin.
Fellow panelists, debaters, I am Andy Sinta from Multimedia University, here to propose the motion. The House that soft skills such as critical thinking, creativity, and emotional intelligence are as crucial as technical skills in driving sustainable economic growth. First of all, we must understand there are key points in the motion, which are technical skills, critical thinking, sustainable economic growth, and emotional intelligence. First of all, technical skills. This encompasses the ability to use specific tools, softwares, equipment to perform tasks efficiently and effectively. On to my next point, critical thinking. This refers to the ability to think clearly and rationally, to make understanding the logical connection between ideas. Thirdly, we have emotional intelligence. This refers to the capability of individuals to recognize its own emotions and those of others, to discern between different feelings and label them effectively. Why do I side with the emotion? 1. It has enhanced problem-solving skills. A report by the Economic Forum lists critical thinking as one of the top skills required for jobs in the future. Companies like Google have emphasized learning abilities over specific skills required in the process environment. Emotional intelligence is my second point. Emotional intelligence is critical for effective teamwork, conflict resolution, building strong working relationships. We must agree, if there is no emotional intelligence in a certain company setup, there will be clashes of interest between employees. There will also be conflict of interest. There will be misunderstandings between the employees and the employers. So, I'm here to my last and final point. Adaptability in rapidly changing the future jobs required by the world economy. It fosters innovation. Critical thinking fosters innovation through entrepreneurial skills. And as I rest my case, thank you.
Greetings again, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen.
Greetings.
I am 𝗏𝐿𝐼𝐹𝐿, who stands here to oppose this motion that says that this House believes that soft skills such as critical thinking, creativity, and emotional intelligence are as crucial as technical skills in driving sustainable economic growth. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, we all agree that these are crucial tools whenever we work. But again, we are trying to avoid the negative part of it because we forget that anything that has a positivity in it can never miss a negativity. And now, having such like skills and implementing them in driving the sustainable goals, number one, we believe, as we oppose this motion, that number one, it is going to bring what we call interpersonal conflict. Somebody say interpersonal conflict. Thank you, interpersonal conflict. And when I say about interpersonal conflicts, there is a difference between intrapersonal and interpersonal conflict. When someone is overly, like you are overly confident and you believe in yourself, and I say that I as an elephant, even when I'm in public, I am emotionally intelligent. It means you are already bringing the pride out of yourself. True or false? Therefore, it brings interpersonal conflicts. And by bringing interpersonal conflicts, we try and forget ourselves. That at times when we are in public or we are in social places, we have to know what we call building and sustaining relationships. Are we together on that? And number two, allow me to mention, it's time consuming. It's time consuming for you to be, if you want to be taught about these soft skills, you have, first of all, it's expensive. If you want to be taught by a professional or an expert, you have to pay for it. True or false? You'll have to pay for it. Therefore, it's also time consuming. You'll have to waste your time, and these are easy things. You don't have to go and be taught such like things because it's time consuming, and number two, it's expensive. Lastly, emotional strain. Emotional strain. And ladies and gentlemen, when I talk about emotional strain, at times we tend to make assumptions. Somebody say assumptions. Assumptions. At times we tend to make assumptions. When we are talking about emotional strains, you make assumptions and say, you know what, elephant, you are okay, and yet you are not okay. And number two, we have beliefs and culture. And whenever you are critically or you have these soft skills and you go back home or to your villages, you stick to that culture, you become confused. And that's why I say I oppose this motion. Allow me to bring in the next speaker to give us what he has. Thank you so much.
Second proposer.
Panel. And last, I'd like to ask one question. What are the some characteristics of an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is a person who has that critical ability, a person who can identify a business opportunity that is not being trained in classes, that is inborn, that is something that you have in your existence. you are not being taught to be creative. You are not being taught to have that critical ability of thinking and identifying a business opportunity. That is what we call critical thinking. Panelists, I think we need to judge this motion with 3 metrics. First, I think that we need to consider that aspect of complementary nature of these critical skills. Secondly, I think you have to look at the aspect of innovation and technology that is associated with these critical skills to foster economic growth. Third, I think panelists, you have to accept the fact that critical thinking is an interpersonal skill. It is something that you have in your emotions, something that you can express in nature. That is what we call critical thinking. Panelists, my opposers have failed to explain the fact that, okay, we are opposing this aspect of critical thinking and in critical thinking to foster economic growth and other technical skills to complement technical skills. They have failed to give us a reasonable solution. Okay, you are opposing this motion. What is your recommendations? Which recommendations are you bringing on table? Which recommendation are you suggesting for the House to follow? That, okay, I'm against critical thinking. I'm against critical thinking in facilitating technical skills to be able to foster economic growth. So you're telling us that doctor doesn't need to have critical thinking.
This particular motion is not far-fetched. It is something that we have tried to cope up with, particularly within the academy as well as in the political economy and other aspects of our life. And this particular issue relates to the question of technical progress, in particular artificial intelligence. We have had instances of ChatGPT and its assistance in our educational institutions. But today we are here to ask ourselves a question that is close to the very issues that we find pressing. So allow me at this particular juncture to read the motion that is going to kickstart us for our first semi-finals. And the motion is that this House believes that artificial intelligence and automation should be harnessed to augment human skills and improve productivity. And now, to my left is our able team that is from Maseno University. And to my right, we have Multimedia University. Proposing the motion is Multimedia University, and opposing the motion is Maseno University. May the debate begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, 𝗏𝗂𝐂𝐿𝐴 alien from Multimedia University, proposing the motion that artificial intelligence should be included. Panelists, this is a digital era. And a digital era, we need to contextualize the fact that we need to embrace technology. We need to embrace technology because technology is the only route of success. Technology has proven beyond reasonable doubt that it is working. Look at countries like China, United States of America. These countries are advocating for technology. These countries are at the forefront of enhancement of sustainability. We are looking at the future. We are looking at how we are going to enhance this future with technological advancement. Secondly, panelists, I think you need also to consider the fact of, you need also to put in mind the aspect of Secondly, panelists, I also think you need to put that aspect of failure of human capital. We are saying that human is to err, and for us to curb this issue, we need to embrace technology. We need to make sure that this technology keeps us at the kick start. It is working. Look at countries like United States. United States advocated for technology. That's why they partnered with the private sectors to include the they partnered with private sectors to introduce the Silicon Valley. What is the purpose of Silicon Valley? Silicon Valley looks at advocating for these young people, young generations, in terms of enhancing these technological advancements. Look at the countries like China. China has established the Xinjiang Technological Hub in the aspect of looking at enhancing this technological advancement. It is crystal clear that we all live in a technological world, and for us, we have to embrace this technology. It's not because that we are looking at its failure that has occurred. Okay, there is some failures that technology has resulted to, but we have to look at the broader aspect. We have to look at the future. The future is technology. The future that holds for us is enhancing this technology for sustainable production of human capital. This way, guys.
Thank you. First proposer.
Esteemed judges, fellow debaters, and the panel, my name is Michelle Mujalu. I'll be the first speaker to oppose this motion. And with opposing this motion, what are we arguing? As the opposers, we are arguing that artificial intelligence and automation should not be harnessed to augment human skills and improve productivity. I want to rebut my fellow debater by starting with, he has not even defined what this debate means to us. If we are talking about intelligence, what are we talking about? Ask your neighbor, what is your intelligence quotient? You may know it as IQ. What is your IQ? Even when we're talking about intelligence, we're talking about the ability of a human being to create and come up with some new complex ideas that will help in solving the daily matters. Let me ask you a question. Can you trust ChatGPT to plant for you anything in your farm, for it to grow and for you to harvest and eat? Can you trust it? And with that, I come to defining artificial intelligence. B.J. Copeland, who is a famous philosophy professor at the University of Canterbury, defines artificial intelligence as the ability of a computer and computer-controlled machine to do tasks that are commonly with the intelligence of human beings. Yet, as much as these computers can do these tasks, we need to also acknowledge the fact that they cannot reach the full human flexibility, full human memory capability, and full human speed that we use. An AI robot cannot think the way we're thinking. It can be fed information that we already know. It is for us humans to be smarter than them, but they can never measure up to what we humans do. Computers can be programmed to carry out these various complex, such as knowing and showing proofs of mathematical theorems, of which most of the time when we're talking about intelligence, people will relate it to solving mathematical problems. But can an AI do the simple things that we need a human mind to do? And so we cannot allow this artificial intelligence and automation to come and make us, to come and slave us in the name of we are going digital, we are embracing technology. We are using technology where we need it, but we are not going to become a slave of technology. And so this afternoon, I want you to join us as the opposers in arguing that artificial intelligence and automation should not be harnessed to augment human skills and improve productivity, because there is no productivity that it is improving. Thank you.
Good evening, fellow debaters and panelists. I would like to propose the motion artificial intelligence in productivity. First of all, I would like to rebut my fellow debater. Artificial intelligence doesn't deal with performance only and carrying out assignments. There are lots of artificial intelligence. First of all, artificial intelligence, such as Fanuc, have optimized production lines as per the Journal of the American Medical Association. They have assessed, these are equipped machines that are able to detect errors that are made by the humans. These are, such as Google DeepMind has developed AI that can spot eye diseases that the humans cannot easily spot. We have to acknowledge that. Just a minute. We have to acknowledge that the use of this AI has has led to more productivity. There is this aspect of exhaustion. You cannot rely on human beings to work 11 hours in a day. Take a case for Japan. They work 11 hours a day. There is this aspect of exhaustion that comes in. Our human mind needs time to rest. That's when the AI steps in. This AI has, therefore, according to statistics, has boosted productivity, thus creating more chances of economic development in the first world countries such as China and Japan. Dear panelists, as I rest my case, I would like to propose the motion, artificial intelligence, since it has been improved from the human state. Thank you.
Second opposal.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for actually allowing me for this opportunity to oppose this motion that addresses that AI. They think that AI is the solution, Mr. Speaker. Actually, I want to inform them that I'm trashing your submissions in eternity for the basis that AI is eroding the culture of our nation, Mr. Speaker. I only want to start by acknowledging the fact that AI has misled so many of us in the basis of a good example that was alluded by the first speaker, Mr. Speaker, was that she fails, or in any terms, he fails to address the fact that ChatGPT has been misleading so many students. I am part of those team who has been affected, and I got almost a bad grade, though, for having used that ChatGPT, Mr. Speaker. So this one forms as a case studies. Let's address this in this form, Mr. Speaker. We will agree with me that ChatGPT is carrying away our jobs. People go in offices and start working these things out using computers, ask it questions, it gives back feedback, Mr. Speaker. It's very much surprising that the work that could be carried out by 10 men or women, Mr. Speaker, is being worked by one person, Mr. Speaker. And we are living in Kenya where joblessness has been, in fact, so many, as alluded by somebody here actually, with due respect, so many people are establishing jobless corners in every town because we don't have jobs, Mr. Speaker. Data privacy and security concerns are also very much important. And Mr. Speaker, we need to confirm that cyber security has been a problem. So these AI systems are coming to bring us very much impediments in our success as a country, Mr. Speaker. Recently, on 28th July 2023, you and I also, if you're living in this country, Kenya, know that there was a cyber security attack in Kenya, and everybody was crying. So how are these AI helping us in any event they are bringing this? And also, in another point, Mr. Speaker, I also want to bring to attention that AI need to use these smartphones, Mr. Speaker. This technology is bringing about problems like radioactive elements, Mr. Speaker. These gadgets we are holding bring radioactive elements, which are very much dangerous in our lives, Mr. Speaker. So when the second speaker stands here to actually praise and acknowledge the fact that AI is helping him, it is running away from the fact that you need to carry out research your own, Mr. Speaker. People now are relying on AI and they are failing even to do research, Mr. Speaker. The word that was there, if you can ask, there was a professor here, my senior professor, actually, he is a good one in terms of reasoning because there was no AI. Those automations were not available, Mr. Speaker. So I submit by saying, AI is eroding creativity, innovation, and we people need to reason and rethink. We need to trash it in eternity, Mr. Speaker. I submit and raise my case, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Your task involves, among others, to ensure that a rebuttal is clear, as well as an overview of the entire debate.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is 𝗏𝘁𝗶𝐵𝐺𝐻𝐵, and I stand here today to represent Multimedia University of Kenya, ECONOMICS Students Association. First quote with him. This house believes that artificial intelligence and automation should be harnessed.
Thanks, John. Good evening. Good evening. I understand, I know, I am also concerned that it is late, but we've all learned, have we? Right about now, we are going to the final bit of the stretch, and I want to thank you most sincerely for staying through. We're going to the awarding ceremony. In the awarding ceremony, we have different sections of awards. We have the Ambassadors Awards, the Leadership Training Award. We also have our Judges Awards and Rapporteurs. We also have, so Ambassadors, please come on board as Terry comes. We will be happy to appreciate. Don't they look lovely? They look very lovely, and we appreciate it. We can appreciate our ambassadors for all work. All right, thank you. I'll start with Naomi. Just, are we okay, photographer? Anastasia, thank you so much. Safe, thank you. Paul Muika, thank you very much. Anne Wangige, thank you very, very much. Spencer, thank you very, very much. Thank you, please don't leave. Linda, Nicole, thank you very much. Janet, thank you very, very much. Agnes, hola Angie, she loves Angie more than Agnes. And finally, he is the ambassador's team lead, he is Mr. Paul. Yes. Thank you very, very much. All right, we can have one general picture with our guest. Just let's make a good with our guests. Thank you very much. Let's come in, Paul. Just a bit. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Before you leave, ma'am, let me invite the KESA executive. We also want to appreciate them for their efforts. Again, this work is voluntary, so at any point you want to apply for any KESA leadership role, this is purely on voluntary merit. So KESA executive, please come aboard. KESA executive who are here. John, please come aboard. Time back. I'll start with our Chief Financial Officer, Ms. Elizabeth 𝗡𝘁𝗂𝐻𝐿. You can appreciate our CFO. We can do better. I'll go to our Vice Chairperson, Ms. Marion. Ms. Marion Grace, thank you. I'll then go to our Organizing and Legal Secretary, Mr. Moses. I'll go to our Secretary General, Mr. Eric. Go to our Communications and Marketing Director, Mr. John. Then I think, I'm not so sure who should award this, but you can announce it for me. I'm here. My name is Victor. Before again you leave, finally, yes, we can have a picture with the executive. Thank you so much. Please come closer.
Thank you. All right, finally, we have those who undertook the KESA leadership training, and you're here. Please come aboard. Please, just a few more seconds. Please come so that we award you this. Thank you. Please come very fast. Please come very fast. So KESA also organizes leadership trainings, as you saw on what we do. Thank you. Thank you. Janet Ombi, start with you. Thank you very much. Thank you. And Gige, thank you very much. Thank you. Grace Kabaka, thank you very, very much. Agnes Anjiru, thank you. Anastasia, thank you very much again. Paul, thank you. Spencer, thank you very much. Linda, Nicole, thank you. Owino, Juliet, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. So we can have one general photo before we finally release Dr. Joyce to take a leave. We can. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. We can spread on the other side. The executive, you may join. The executive, the one who facilitated this training, which took 3 months, right? Thank you. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Dr. We may now release you so that we take a leave. Thank you very, very much. You also, at this point in time, can be guided by the Chief Adjudicator. We want to, in a special way, recognize all the judges, adjudicators, and rapporteurs who've made this a success. If not seeing the Chief Adjudicator, I know they're consulting somewhere, but the judges and the rapporteurs, if you're here, please come on stage so that we give you something very small to keep on remembering KESA for. Thank you. Thank you as you come. 𝗏𝐬𝐿𝐼𝐶𝐵 is around. Please come down. Our rapporteurs and judges. KESA executive present. The KESA executive present. Please come. No, please come. The other rapporteurs, I think they are deliberating. All right. At this point in time, the hashtag KESA, hashtag national debate, hashtag 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝐿𝐼. If you took part in the challenge and you feel you have the highest likes, highest, retweets, likes, please raise your hand. We want to see and confirm. In Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, IG, Facebook, let us see those who did that and where we are at the moment. No one tweeted? Nobody posted on Facebook? No one? Alright, let's see. John, confirm something there. This is called the 11th hour. The judges are back. I can see ile inaitwa Serena Deliberations. Serena Hotel, the Cherera 4, the 𝗏𝐶𝐂𝐓𝐵𝐶𝐻𝐵 3. Okay. Where are we at? Anyone else? Jonas, you confirm? As they come, let me invite Mr. 𝗘𝐰𝐿𝐴 and Mr. 𝗏𝐵𝐿𝐴. These are two chairpersons of association, one from Kenyatta, one from 𝗏𝐻𝐿𝐴, the Catholic University. They've hosted national events, and so this is just to say thank you for the continued good work that you've done. Mr. 𝗏𝐵𝐿𝐴 and Mr. 𝗘𝐻𝐿𝐴, please come. I'll invite 𝗏𝐿𝐴 to present this to you. Thank you. Mr. 𝗘𝐻𝐿𝐴. 𝗏𝐵𝐿𝐴 was somewhere here. 𝗏𝐵𝐿𝐴. Alright. Alright, please. 𝗏𝐵𝐿𝐴. Oh, 𝗏𝐵𝐿𝐴 is here. Oh, you can move closer to the banner, the kesa banner. Thank you. So we all can take one picture with Mr. Alvin. Thank you very much. We'll take a picture. Thank you. John, where are we at? Now, we are also going to award the host delegate, Mr. 𝗏𝐵𝐿𝐴. 𝗏𝐵𝐿𝐴 is here. Please appreciate 𝗏𝐵𝐿𝐴 as he is here. Please come and give this award again. Sorry for... the other way. Yeah, thank you. Alright. Let's appreciate 𝗏𝐵𝐿𝐴 once again. Thank you. That is okay. Alright. Now, who has the highest tweets, likes? We are there? Not yet. Now, from 34 in inakuwa verified. Alright. Now, we want to give a random award to one of us here. There are two gentlemen we say wasonga mbele. They gladly did so. Where are they? I remember them by face though. Yeah. So you'll pick this on behalf of the two of you. I'm not so sure what you'll do or how you'll divide this. Thank you as you come. Thank you. So, it's good to be a good gentleman or lady. Thank you. We have the one. All right. There is the IG, Twitter. Let's get the winners.
Okay. Hey, pole. Sauti ni mzito bwana. Nimekula ugali. IG stroke. TikTok. Sema TikTok. Hiyo mnataka kutoa goes to Spencer. Kuja Spencer kwa wapi? Spencer. Watu mkienda pale kwa page. Tunasema watu wangu wa Facebook, hakuna. I'm sorry, I seem to factor more of Facebook because of time and the presence that we have. 4 Twitter, Moses Ogilo. Makofi. Wanaume zeeka, this is an alumni and anabado na win Twitter. Wewe, hapana. Are we giving alumni hata kama amewin? Atapewa mingi. Wewe ni alumni na wewe na win bado. Hiyo si fair. Teach comrades.
And rapporteurs, before you give us our results, we also want to give you an award. So please come before you hand us over with our final Form 37A. Mr. Kefa, Mr. Mkomi, and our other judge, please come and we'll be happy to invite, of course, Mr. Morris from CASMEP, come and award this. The climax of this, we want to get both Thank you. All right, we want to appreciate the debaters for what they've done. Mr. Kefa, all right. All right, I'm reminded that the winner in the Facebook hashtag, hashtag kesa, #𝗏𝗏𝗂𝐿𝐴 hashtag. Please, Kefa, don't sit. Just come and collect your award as our chief adjudicator. And this will be presented by, again, Mr. Morris. Please come and present this. Next. Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Emmanuel Abiola has the most likes on Facebook. Any digital influencer for Facebook. Thank you. All right. We are headed to the climax. We want to know who are our third runners, first runners up, second runners up, and those who debated well. And that's why you're giving reports to influencing policies we give. Good to go? All right. Mr. Kefa, in the shortest time possible. Thank you. So as they come, we'll start with the second runners up. I'll invite Corazon, of course, to award this.
Yeah, thank you to our chief guest, to the audience, to our formidable debaters, and to everybody that has made this event a success. We come finally to what you have been waiting for. So basically, in terms of the final debate, which gives us the first runners-up and the winner, first we must admit that this came again after a careful process whereby we had to reconvince ourselves once again, such that initially our majority had sided on one side, but after careful consideration, one of the judges was swaying otherwise, based on the evidence that was articulated by one of us. So the first runners-up, or rather, yeah. So at position number 4, we have Maseno University. Then second runners-up, Catholic University.
Recorder. In fact, today, karena aku butuh melicam, aku butuh melicam mah. Itu jadi sekarang kata foto dia. Tahu cam? Gimana dah cam? Karena udah caji kata foto dia. Ini gini mau kata pi. Oke nih. And I have been inside there.
So to our first runners-up, Jomo Kenyatta University.
Nasa 𝐏𝐑𝐿𝐴 𝐻𝐿𝐴 sunguri nek mia teach kada wanti Mombasa cha mia ini kijali mia wati okata gitu kata pio okata Ma okay.
And finally, our title holders during the second National Economics Students Debate. We have multimedia university.